alaikum. Oh my gosh, you're all Muslim now. You don't even look it. Oh, so lovely. Let's keep this diversity going. So it's Sasriyakal, Shalom, and Yo. That's just for that table leg, because I really like that table leg, I have to say. Yeah, so sometimes people say, is she short? Now, I can see where they're coming from. I'm 4'11". But at 4'11", here's the thing, that's 1 inch too tall to be a dwarf. Check this out. High five! See, I can reach! Yes. Yeah. So, the good thing about being 4'11" is that when I get to play Bond, that's right, 2019, very ambitious year for me. When I do get to play Bond, you know that chase scene when he just disappears off into the crowd? I don't have to go very far. I just have to find a group of children. Actually, that's my guilty pleasure. Not children, no! Honestly, Darby, your minds! No! My guilty pleasure is actually hanging out in the children's clothing section, you know, because they do reversible sequins. And like, oh, look at this. All day! I'm not rubbing a tit, no! I'm playing with my mermaid! Reversible sequins are the best thing ever! I mean, life is so much better for reversible sequins. If you don't have reversible sequins, you have to get some, honestly. You know, the best thing ever. So that's the great side of being 4'11". The not so good side is the audition for Snow White didn't go so well. The advert said, wanted for a range of household tasks in the Snow White household. Right? Anyone over 4'10" need not apply. I mean, that's crazy. I was gutted when I didn't get it. I thought I should have got it, right? Think about it. 7 dwarfs, all men, all white. Come on, I could have helped them tick some boxes. And with 4'10", it's clearly heightist. Come on. so I actually decided to aim higher and go for Snow White's role. What do you reckon? Yeah? Can I do it? One thing, why are we still calling her Snow White? This is 2019. Diverse Britain. I think she should be Brown Earth. It is Chinese New Year Brown Earth Pig, so it will all tie in perfectly, right? Yes. Yes, I know what they mean. So what is she short for? Well, most shelves? The good news about that is I won't be left on a shelf. I won't make it up there in the first place. Yeah, so I know what I mean. Okay, so I did have a nickname once. I loved it. I used it all the time. I was named after an Egyptian goddess, Isis. Yeah, I don't use that so much now. Can you imagine my name badge? I would totally clear the speed dating room. No, it really came in handy that one time when there was that long queue outside the ladies' toilets. I was like, from ISIS to I piss. Yay. So, oh gosh, yes, so we are here now, the 19th of March. Tomorrow is the equinox. Anyone excited about that? One person, wonderful, yes, it's getting lighter, which is fantastic. Lighter times, which means summer is just round the corner. Are we excited about that? Yay! Do you remember how hot it was last year? It was so hot, and people were so happy, and then it carried on being hot, didn't it? And then it carried on being hot, and people dared moan because they were worried the sun was listening and it would just go away. But instead, here's what they did. I'd walk past a bus stop, and then people were like, "Oh, Elaine, have you seen our grass? It's gone brown." when it's abroad, isn't it? So I'd run up to them and go, that grass is a foreigner. And then I'd run off. Wonderful summer. So it was a big summer for me as well last year because I went to the Brighton Fringe, the biggest arts festival in the whole of England for the first time. I took my show and I was having a great time, and at the final show I realised that I'd actually found my one. So in front of a group of strangers, a little bit like this, I decided to declare my love for my one, who wasn't there by the way, but I said, oh my gosh, I found my one, how wonderful is this? I found the person in my life, this is it. And then I toddled off to Leicestershire, back home where I live, and my one decided that he wanted to go off and explore greener pastures. Newsflash, hottest summer ever, grass has never been browner. So my friends said to me, they said, you know what, he probably just needs some space, let him have some space. I said, oh, that's really good, I live in Leicestershire then, because Leicester has this space centre. So I've sent him a brochure, I'm not forking out for a ticket. So my friends went, no, do you know what, he's just gone off to find himself. So I've sent him a handmade voucher for a twat nav. Oh, some of you are not sure about that. No. So, so what else did I want to tell you about? I'm just trying out some new stuff, guys. Is that okay? I should have said that to begin with. Is that okay? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yes, okay. So, I was born in Zambia. I was born and raised in Zambia to Muslim parents. And they decided to send me to a Catholic school. They said it was their way of teaching me about contraception. Bring her up Muslim, and if the guilt from that is not enough, let's magnify it, send her to Catholic school and make her cockshy for life. It almost worked. So I had my first kiss at university. I remember it, I was a first year, my first ever kiss. Do you guys remember your first kiss? Yeah. Some of you have still not had it. Yeah, I remember it so well. Yeah, he was a mature postgrad, and it was horrible. Yeah, it was like I'd just taken my tongue and rolled it in a damp ashtray. I know, it was awful, right? But you know what? I didn't care because I was having my first kiss, yay! I could finally start catching up with the other girls and fitting in, right? And he kept saying to me, you know, we should sleep together. And to be honest with you, I'd never given that sort of thing any thought before. It just hadn't occurred to me, right? And he kept going, oh, you know, we should sleep together. I thought, oh, I did have a nap with my brother once. I was 7, and he wet the bed. I'm going there again. No. So he kept pestering. He says, you know what? University is a time where you get a chance to explore your sexuality. If you don't do it here, when will you do it? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, not sure about this. I was really quite confused because on the one hand, I had the religion and the culture that said no sex before marriage. On the other hand, I knew what was involved in marriage. My parents, and ew! Who wants to do that? So what was I saying? Like, no sex ever? Anyway, so he kept pestering, and then I went out with him and his mates to the Students' Union one night. I was sitting on his knee, and he brought it up again. Not that. No. He brought it up again, and I said, look, I really don't think I want to do that. So he chucked me off his knee, and says, okay, bye. So that's when I started to learn how to dance, because I just moved myself across the dance floor and went, I'm so happy, I really fit in. But yeah, that was the day. So I went home and told my friends, and they called him Neil Bastard. We never knew his last name, because if I ever saw him now, that would be my command to him, Neil, you bastard. So the second guy I kissed was a guy called Terry, and he was really possessive. So I'd be on the dance floor, and he'd be like this, dancing all around me, and it was way too claustrophobic. Do you know what I mean? I had left Zambia to escape my parents. I'd not just left country or street, I'd moved continents to come to the UK. In fact, I'd taken a map, and I just thought, do you know what, I'll drop a pin, and they find me, and that's how I ended up in Luga Baruga. Yeah, so he was this guy, Terry, who was like super possessive. And I heard that after university he went off and, obviously it didn't work out with him being super possessive and all that claustrophobia and stuff that he was causing. And I heard that after university he went off and joined the Conservative Party. So there was Neil Bastard and there was Terry Tory. Did you write that, guys? It's taken me all year to write that one. Honestly. And then I'm just going to tell you about the last guy before I go off, really. So the last guy that I was tonsil hockeying with, the third guy I'm going to tell you about, I was tonsil hockeying with him, and he suddenly, just in midst snog, I was really going for it. I was getting this French kissing thing, tongue going around and everything. I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting there. And he just suddenly, mid-snog, took his hand down to his crotch and goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And there was this massive wet patch. I know, right? I had no idea what it was, but apparently he went and joined Quick Fit, because you can't get quicker than Anyway, so when things happen to me in life, I don't really share it with my family because, they've got one response. It's about time that you come back to the path of the righteous, which you left ages ago, blah, blah, blah. But for one reason, or I'd totally forgotten about it, I was heartbroken last summer, so I must have forgotten, and I just confided in Dad, and I said, Dad, I was really sad, this has happened, I'm heartbroken, and my one's fled, and everything. And my dad came back with the first words out of his mouth, have you made a will? Anyway, you guys have been lovely. It's been great to try out new material. It's certainly gone down better than my ex. He didn't go down at all, which is why he's my ex. Anyway, you've got a fantastic headliner. Keep supporting live comedy. I miss you. Thank you.